Morning everybody, welcome to another Sunday morning show and happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. This Sunday morning show is brought to you in association with Golfing Days. We will get back to Golfing Days because this week I'm going on a little trip with them. When it comes to the channel, it's not all about the glamorous life of on the road playing golf. Sometimes you do actually have to come back to the office and get a little bit of work done. Jordan on holiday with dog in Benidorm. It's like a scene out of Kevin and Perry Go Large. Have you seen that film? Johnny working from home. Lee's on holiday as well. La Carla he is this week, which means this week I am going to be flat out editing. I've got to obviously put this show together as the week goes on. The Scotty Cameron video is pretty much done, so that's a tick. 5-wood video I've got to do. The Wedge video I've got to edit together. I'm not even going to make a start on any of these. The 6-hole challenge is basically done. And then my next bit is to finish off what Jordan's done on the French Scramble. US Open week as well, so I want to talk a little bit about US Open. And my brother Paul is leading going into the final round of the PGA Championships. Now, Paul won the PGA Championships back in 2015, and it's quite a big deal. I think back then Paul won around 10 grand for winning the event. He actually got a car because it was sponsored by Peugeot to use for a year. He got an entry into the BMW Championship at Wentworth. He got into the PGA Cup team out in California, and I got a funny feeling he maybe had another couple of Challenge Tour starts as well. So it's a massive deal in the UK for the PGA Club Pros if you get a chance to win that event. Well, Paul's leading it going into the final round. So as we go through this video, I want to keep up with Paul and see how he's getting on in that. We've got Joe the Pro playing there as well. We've got James Ruth playing over there as well. All three of them have made the cut, not up the leaderboard as much as what Paul is, but obviously there or thereabouts as well. So it's going to be quite a nail-biting day going into Paul's final round. However, first things first, as I said, this office is a disgrace. Absolutely shocking. So coffee needed, and then I'm going to start tidying up the office before I get into some serious editing. I would say he is the one with possibly the most clutter. I mean, it's a lovely, nice new tour bag he's got there. Not a very good tour bag if it's empty. Ah, there we go.
Morning, how are we doing?
I'm all right. You're looking very grainy. Is your Wi-Fi a little bit out? Yeah, are you running on 3G or 2G, is it nowadays?
We're up north. We don't get the signal's not as good up here, is it?
Coming into the final round of the 2023 PGA Championships, how's the week been going?
Yeah, really nice. Weather's been great.
Yeah.
Game played really well the first couple of days. Struggled a bit yesterday, but managed to kind of grind it round and sort of managed to shoot a reasonable score and stay in contention. So yeah, it's been all right. I need a good day today. I've got some good golfers trying to chase me down, so I'm gonna have to be on top form really. So started out a couple under par day one, and then into day two you managed to get to 5 under par. Is the course kind of set up quite nicely for you, do you think? It's tough. It's playing really tough. It's not it's certainly not a big hitters course, so that's kind of playing into my hands. It's very firm and fast, with a lot of rough. So yeah, you've got to have a good plan as well. I think you've got to be pretty straight off the tee, and then you've got to hit a lot of greens, and then you just got to hope your putter's going to work. Really, I think that's the strategy. Yeah, and I mean, like, not that you're thinking ahead or anything like that, but just for the audience more so than anything else. But like, what is the PGA Championships like? Where does it get you from here as such? It's the biggest event we have of the year. It gets you into the PGA playoffs. There's some nice money for winning, and there's a few other little bits and pieces that you get with it. But yeah, it's a prestigious tournament that's the biggest club pro event of the year. Yeah. So it's not necessarily about what it leads on to. It's just if you can, get your hands on that trophy, it's just a big trophy to get hold of, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's the biggest one we play for.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really nice.
And Joe the Pro and James, they're up there with you as well?
Joe the Pro, yeah, James, they're both here.
Yeah.
Just got a little message off Joe this morning.
Oh, what's he saying there then? Paul,
You read that.
go get it.
He said, Paul, go get it today. Work smart, not hard. Joe the Pro.
Joe the Pro. He
He left it on my windscreen on my car. I came out of the car park thinking I've been given a ticket. But it was,
Joe the Pro's ticket.
It was a good luck message. He's out there playing now.
Is he?
So.
Oh, he's probably had to keep that driver in the bag this week. If you're saying it's playing firm and fast.
Yeah, and the funniest part about this is he's written it on the back of a boxer. Because he had to buy some new boxer shorts because he forgot all his boxer shorts this week. So he's obviously got it off the boxer short packet. It's hilarious.
Some boy. Right, all right, Paul. I'll leave you alone, but good luck today. Play well. We'll be keeping an eye on it, and I'll speak to you later on.
Will do. All right, dude.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye. Bye. Good morning, Harold.
Good morning.
What have you got for me?
Oh, I've got a box here for you, Dan, and it's from Titleist.
Thank you very much. One I've been waiting for.
There you go, enjoy.
I think you guys should actually be a little bit more excited about this club than I am going to be. Bob Vokey's V-Grind, 60-degree V-Grind. This is a Wedgeworks club. Well, this landed on the desk for one of the social media marketing guys at Titleist, and he called me up and he said, do you fancy doing a giveaway? I said, I'd absolutely love to. Now, if you want to win this Vokey design Wedgeworks 60-degree V-Grind, which is a bit of a special edition, then you need to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. In the comments, I want to know who your pick is for the US Open to win it. And then I need to make sure that you're liking this video. And if you want to share it to your mates, then that's even better as well. Update for you. Leaderboard states, Paul, after 5 holes in, he's playing with a guy called Matt Court, who's very good. I think he's won this one a couple of times before, certainly done extremely well. Paul is currently 1 under par for round 4, which puts him at -8 for the tournament through 5 holes. He's birdied the 5th. Matt Court even par through 4 holes. Matt's playing with Paul, so that's not been updated. And Matt is at -5. So Paul's got a 3-shot lead. James Ruth, 3 under for the day, puts him at 1 under par for the tournament. Finally, a fun day out on the golf course for me. Every time I ever play golf, it's generally filming or playing in an event somewhere. It's not very often, maybe once, twice, 3 times a year I might get out and actually play just a little knockabout with a few friends. And today we're at the beautiful Thurleston Golf Club. What a this is absolutely bucket list type of golf course, this one. Absolutely stunning down here on the south coast, southwest England, where I'm from. However, talking about US Open, I just want to show you something. Gone. Oh yeah.
Oh, I see.
US Open. Got nothing on this, is it? So I hope you are enjoying the US Open. The way the US Open course kind of sets up is always like generally really firm, really quite fiery, very similar to what we've got here at Thurleston. And then the thick rough is just almost brutal, and you see some pretty tough scores out there. Is that, I'd like to hear from you guys, is that something that you guys like to see? Do you like to see tour players shooting loads under par, or do you prefer to see them shooting kind of around level par as a good score? The excitement continues. Bernie's joined us. That's not the exciting bit. The exciting bit is coming into the back 9 now, so through 9 holes. Paul is 3 under at the turn for this round, so he's now at -10. Matt Court, who he's playing with, is -7. He's 2 under for the round. So this is a proper big match going on between these two out last. 4 under is the next one behind that. So Paul currently 9 holes to go, 3-shot lead. Practice ground now, getting a bit of what I call panic practice in. So, talk to you about golfing days. Myself and Lester and our team are heading up to East Sussex National today. We tee off actually today. We've got 2 rounds. We've got a 4-ball, better ball, and then we've got an individual Stableford, and it's the National Team Championship. So, Golfing Days hosts this event. The winners of round 1 go to play in the sort of final, should we say, at McInnes Peninsula, which is again another cracking golf course. And the winners of that, the team, head out to Portugal. It's a fantastic event. I think they're going to bring it down from 12 to 8 possibly next year. 8 scores to count out of the 12 that you're putting out in your team. I think it was a Cornish team that won it last year at McInnes Peninsula and made their way over to Portugal for a fantastic boys trip. A couple of things that I've been sort of thinking about since I did my session with Ben Emerson, and Ben talked to me about the way in which I move the grip and change my grip around a little bit. But one of the interesting ones that came from it was grip pressure. And I mean, I talked to you last week, if you've watched the Sunday morning show from last week, I talked to you about, you know, holding the club in the right position, just double checking your grip and things like that. But whilst I was doing this myself up here at the practice ground a couple of days ago, I noticed that as I was taking the club away, actually the club was almost coming away from my hands. Now, growing up, I remember the sort of terms being thrown at me like, how do you grip a club, or what pressure should you put on the grip of a club? And for me, it was always like pretend that you're holding some toothpaste, you know, brand new bit of toothpaste that's not going to come out the end, or holding a baby bird and things like that so you don't crush it. Now, I feel like I've been literally barely holding the golf club, and when I was taking the club away, I noticed that my right hand was certainly moving off the club, and even my left hand, the palms of my hands are up and down off the club. I started hitting a few shots up here with the kids where I gripped it really tight, like super tight, hit some shots with it, and then I slowly just released the grip pressure from that, and I felt that I now had complete control of the club face, which is something that I've really struggled with. So just something for you guys as well, just think about your grip pressure, think about making sure that you keep the hands connected to the club all the way through the swing. And the way I've done it is simply squeeze it as tight as I can, hit a few shots with that. You want to get the tension out of the shot as well, but grip it as tight as you can and then slowly release it, but be mindful that you've got both the hands connected to the grip. Oh, I'm just being rung by Joe the Pro. Let's have a quick update. Joe the Pro, you are live on the Sunday morning show. Give me good news.
I've got some bloody great news, Daniel. He absolutely romped home.
Fantastic.
Double British PGA champion.
Excellent.
Won by 5 shots, and I've never seen a man more in control of the situation than that. That was one of the most impressive closeouts to anything I've ever seen. Fair play to the boy.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And I hear you did a little bit of celebratory champagne on the last.
Of course I did. It's only because I was gasping for a drink.
Brilliant, mate. Fantastic. Well, I will catch up with him a bit, and thanks for keeping me posted on how it was all going.
No problemo. I know you're a bit nervous, so it's a pleasure.
I was very nervous. Thanks, mate. And here he is, the 2015, the 2023 PGA Champion in the house. Double PGA Champion winner. How does that feel?
Feels good.
Feels good?
I've not left the bar since I've come home.
No, we literally have made our way to the bar, and here we are. Paul, amazing, absolutely amazing. Were you as nervous as I was watching this all unfold?
I think so, yeah.
You were you?
Yeah,
were you feeling it?
Yeah, I was. I think Joe the Pro said I didn't look nervous, but I was.
So, interesting, obviously you've seen the update, we've had a chat with Joe up at the practice ground there, but Joe, quietly in the background, he phoned me and said, do you think I should go out and watch Paul? Do you think it would put too much pressure on him, possibly? And I was like, just go and do it, You know, if you need to, just sort of hide out in the trees or whatever, just see how it's sort of all unfolding, but get as much video evidence as you possibly can for the channel, which he did.
To prove it did happen.
Absolutely. But I said to him that I was like properly nervous watching this whole thing unfold, because if I'm honest, the app that I was watching it on, it was uploading your score a hole ahead of Matt Court's. So you were done through, let's say 9, and it still only gave Matt's 8th hole.
Yeah.
And it was so frustrating because obviously by that point you're only like 2 ahead. So he only takes 1 extra birdie from him, and he's right there with you. How were you feeling coming down the stretch? Because I was nervous.
It's not really a good feeling,
right?
Like leading a tournament. I don't really enjoy the feeling, but what I do know is that I can stand over when I go over the ball and I get ready to hit. I kind of find something that kind of calms me down, and I just stick to what I'm going to do, and I just hit the shot. And no matter what I feel sort of in between shots and however nervous and silly thoughts you get, I still manage to kind of keep it all together. And then when I get over the shot, I can pretty much flick out of it and be into my own little bubble and manage to pull the shot off. So yeah, it's tough. It might look like I'm not feeling anything and it's really easy and it's not a problem, but it really isn't. It's really not.
And Joe, what he was saying to me was like, he's like, do not be nervous. This, like, he is a cool cookie. He looks like he's in complete control of what is going on. Did you think you were?
No, you know.
Did the golf course set up for that? Because one bounce here, one bounce there.
There's so many little things that can go wrong there because it's a very dry golf course. So golf balls can bounce anywhere, and if you miss a shot slightly off, you can end up in some serious trouble. So you're always up against it. Even my last tee shot, there's out of bounds just off the fairway right, and there's nothing to say you can't knock a couple out of bounds there, and then there's your shot, your lead gone. So you just gotta stand there. You get all these silly thoughts. You just gotta stand there, commit to what you're doing, and just hit the shot, and then just trust what you've been practicing for, all your life.
Well, we are going to be carrying on the part A. Cheers, well done. Yeah. We're going to be carrying that on, but what I will say is next week on the channel, we've got Granville, Golf de Granville, the scramble before we catch the ferry home. Yeah. I have to say, like, I've put together the edit for that, as in Jordan's put it together, then I've chopped it up even more, and it is fun. I know I've given you a sneak peek of that.
Just had a quick look.
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually fun.
You're gonna enjoy next week's vlog.
A lot of banter, a lot of needling.
Which is what you want.
Exactly, yeah. It's what we enjoy.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's Sunday morning show. It's been a nail-biting one, as I quite rightly said at the beginning of this video, but I've loved it. Absolutely fantastic. I'm enjoying the champagne to finish the day off, and hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Paul, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
And we're going to see everyone again next Sunday. Thanks for watching.